Welcome everyone, friends who are here in person and everyone who maybe is joining us live or watching this later on. I'm Helen, this is Jany, and today's class is a fundraising flow for a fellow yoga teacher, Samantha from LA, whose family lost their home in the Eaton fires in LA last month. So while that seems like kind of far away or distant past, we on Maui know how long it takes to recover from devastating
work. So find a comfortable seat. If you're at home and you have a pillow and you like to prop that under your sit bones, that might help get you more comfortable. We'll start with the palms face down on the knees. You can have your eyes gently open at a gaze on a drishti in front of you, or if your eyes are closed, I encourage you to bring your awareness to your heart center. And let's take a deep breath into that heart and big sigh out through the mouth. We have the beautiful Pacific Ocean behind us as a reminder of that sound of the breath. So again, inhale through the nose. Make that ocean like, and one more here. And then keep that ocean-like breath sound and just do that in and out through the nose. Find your rhythm this morning. Maybe it's 3, 4, or 5 seconds, but let it be balanced, that even samariti breath. And let your breath and your intuition guide you this morning. Helen and I are always here to just offer suggestions and shapes, but listen to your body today. If you need more rest or pause or modifications, feel free to take what you need here. It is 8 a.m. where we're at, and it's a little bit chilly for us locals. So we're gonna warm up together. On your next breath in, you can open up your eyes, reach your arms overhead, and interlace your fingers, flip your palms. Find that good morning or whatever time you are practicing here stretch. Reach long through the arms, and then as you exhale, you'll side bend to your right. Start to open the left side of your body. Inhale back towards center, and then exhale, take it over to the other side. Beautiful. We're going to keep that length we just made. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, seated twist to your right. Take your left hand to your right knee and right hand behind you. Imagine you've got a crown on your head. Get really tall here. One more breath. Beautiful. Keep that hand on the knee right where it's at. Just start to reach your right hand up and overhead towards your left knee, palm down. Take one more big breath in to reach diagonally. Beautiful. And then exhale, let that right hand land on the left knee. You'll cross your arms. Option 1 is to give yourself a hug. Wrap your fingers behind your shoulder blades. Or option 2, cross your wrist, give yourself a high five, eagle arms. Wherever you're at, we'll take 3 cat-cows. Inhale to lift your gaze and arms. Good. Exhale, round, curl, and tuck. Beautiful. Inhale, opening the front body. And then exhale to open up the back body. Beautiful. One more here. All right, and then inhale, go ahead and unwind the arms, reach them back up towards the sky. And then exhale, take your seated twist to the other side. Left hand behind you. Stay tall and long through the spine. And then we'll start to reach that back hand up and overhead towards your right knee, palm down. Lengthen. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, go ahead and let that hand land on your right knee. Cross your arms the other way. Good. Same options as before, either that nice lovely hug or high five. Inhale, lift for that cow spine. And then exhale, round, curl, and tuck, cat spine. Beautiful. 2 more here with your breath. Just feeling into your body here, these initial shapes. And then inhale, unwind your arms, reach them all the way back up one more time. And as you reach up, we'll make fists with the hands and start to take some wrist circles. And we'll take these wrist circles all the way back down towards the ground behind you. So go ahead and take your hands behind you and then unwind your feet. Take them to the corners of your mat. We'll windshield wipe our knees side to side. So we'll start to get into those hips. Beautiful. All right, and then go ahead and bring your feet together. Option 1 is just to lift your toes, balance on your heels, or option 2, float your feet. Last option here, you can float one or both of your hands for that full boat pose, maybe even extending your legs out long. If your hands are floating, maybe you reach them higher. Good place to come to your intention here, rather than thinking about whether you love or hate this pose. Come back to your breath or why you should up to your mat. All right, cross your ankles. We'll flip over to tabletop, hands and knees. All right, and from hands and knees, we'll bring the knees together to touch. You'll kick your right leg straight up towards the sky. Let's take some ankle circles here with that right foot. Good. And then take some medium circles with the knee in the air. Beautiful. And then take some really big circles coming from that hip joint. Yeah. All right. Lift out to the side, breathe in, and then exhale. Take that right knee to the other side of your left knee, crossing your legs. And then separate your feet as wide as you can. So coming into eagle legs, and then you can lower to the forearms, lower the head like child's pose, send your hips up and back. If you want even more, you can grab the edges of your mat and pull your mat forward to send your hips up and back. Good, one more breath. All right, then inhale, we'll come back onto the hands. Go ahead and unwind your legs and we'll switch sides. So left leg goes up in the air, ankle circles, good, knee circles, and really, really big hip circles coming from that left hip. This side's always my creaky side. All right, go ahead and take that left knee to the other side of your right, cross your legs, separate your feet as wide as you can, and then lower to those forearms. Traction the forearms or grab your mat to send your hips up and back. Breathe into your left hip. One more breath. Right, friends, and then we'll come back onto the hands. Uncross the legs. Take the knees underneath the hips. Tuck the toes. Find downward facing dog. Hips to the sky. We've already been greeted by a chihuahua earlier today, so channel your inner dog here. Take it out for a walk. Relax your jaw. And then go ahead and take your feet wider to the edges of your mat. Bend your knees more, melt your chest towards your thighs. And one hand at a time, you'll start to walk your hands back towards those wide feet for ragdoll fold. You can grab your elbows, sway side to side, release any tension in the neck, the shoulders, the jaw. And then go ahead and walk the hands back forward to that down dog. You'll bring your feet hip width apart and we'll roll forward to a high plank position. Option to lower the knees at any time. Take a deep breath in, look forward. And then exhale slow and controlled. Start to bend your elbows, lower all the way to the belly. Once you've landed, untuck your toes, squeeze your elbows in. Baby cobra, lift your chest, breathe in. Good, exhale, lower. Let's do one more. Maybe you float the hands this time. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, soften. Tuck the toes with or without those knees back to plank. Inhale. Use your core to lift the hips, down dog. Exhale, full breath in and full breath out. Okay, look forward between your hands. Bend your knees, walk, step, or hop to your hands. Forward fold, top of the mat. And then inhale, we'll reach and rise to high mountain. Sweep your arms up and overhead into prayer. And exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart center. And just taking a moment at your heart center to send some healing, loving energy, not only to Samantha, but any other families that might need that help. And that's the beautiful thing about yoga. It really has a far reach. And so we'll take one more sun salutation and warm up here. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Take that bow over your legs, release the head last. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank or table, your choice. And you can either lower all the way or halfway down, chaturanga. Good, inhale, if you're ready for that bigger back bend up dog, otherwise cobra. And then exhale, we'll meet together, downward facing dog. Full breath in and full breath out. Good, bend your knees, look to your hands, make your way to the top of the mat, step, walk, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach and rise, high mountain. And exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart center. Okay, flight of the bird. It's a beautiful kriya to open up the shoulders, the heart center, strengthen the legs, and energetically it really opens up that inner joy. And if you're, we just moved into Year of the Snake, so it's all about shedding habits, old habits that aren't serving you. So if you have anything to shed, this is the time to shed it. What this looks like is we are going to alternate legs stepping back into either a lunge, which can be short or long, it can be tall or low. And then we open up the arms wide like wings as we step back. And then as we exhale, we're gonna step back to the top, feet together, and give ourselves that hug. Bend the knees and round into yourself. So inhale, opening up, and then exhale, stepping to the top. The alternation to stepping back in lunge is warrior one. Okay, so I had someone yesterday who had a broken toe. So I'm like, you probably want to step back with the flat foot. Okay, so if you have anything going on with your feet, warrior one's your alternative, okay? We're gonna go for quite a while here. Okay. Here we go. Take a deep breath in, Tadasana, hands by your sides. Let out a cleansing sigh. Okay, begin with the right foot. Inhale, step back. Lunge or warrior one. Good. Exhale, round, curl, and tug. Give yourself that hug. Inhale, left side. Exhale, step to the top. Beautiful. And then just go to find your own rhythm. Right? Using that big, beautiful breath to inhale, open up, and then exhale to give yourself that loving hug. Yeah? And also with this envision of a bird and its wings, right? Spreading its wings wide and far. Again, just sending our love, our aloha to all the families that need it out there. Yeah, we'll go for about 6 more each side. Maybe you're starting to feel that heat build in your legs. Yes. Yeah, and if you fall out of balance, just come back, right? All birds eventually find their wings, their rhythm, their balance. It takes practice, right? It doesn't happen overnight. I think we're about halfway. Yep. Yeah. Okay, let's do about 2 more each side here. Good. We're on that last set. Beautiful. Okay, once you've completed, we'll inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti, big sigh out the mouth. One more cleansing sigh. Take a moment to notice the beating of your heart. You are alive. All right, we'll continue with that bird theme. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. This time, exhale, you'll widen your wings and then cross your right arm on top of your left. You can take that hug or high five again. And then we'll bend the knees and sit back into that chair pose. So we have our eagle wings. If you want to add your eagle legs, you'll start to reach your right leg up towards your chest, find balance, and cross your legs. You can either kickstand the right toes to the other side of your left foot, or you can tuck them under. You can stay tall, or maybe you start to slide down a little bit lower. Good, eagle. Find your balance, find your breath. Slow down your breath. All right, friends, whether you're in that hug or high five, try to keep your arms, just unwind your right leg back up towards your chest, inhale, and then exhale, kick right leg straight back, warrior 3. So chest, arms, right leg goes parallel to the earth. Keep reaching your hands, we're in a circle, so I'm gonna say to the center of the circle. Take a deep breath in. Okay, now exhale, land those right toes at the back, warrior 1. And you can heel toe that left foot out to the left for more stability. Reach your eagle arms high, breathe in. And then start to humble your eagle warrior. Bow inside of that left knee any amount. Maybe you're able to even tickle your mat with your eagle fingers. And one more breath. All right, friends, now we're gonna lift our chest and unwind our eagle arm. Traditional warrior 1, reach the arms up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, hands to the mat. 3-legged dog, left leg goes up and back in space, and then we'll scorpion. Bend that left knee. You can take those ankle circles, knee circles, or hip circles. All right, and then exhale, one last bird, half pigeon. Bring that left knee behind your left wrist, lower your right knee. Good, and you can take your pigeon high on your hands, or if you want to lower to one or both forearms, feel free to lower. Okay, 3 breaths in your pigeon. All right, and then you'll wake up your pigeon, come back onto your hands, lift your chest. Any position you need to release, maybe it's back to 3-legged, or maybe it's downward facing dog, or maybe you come to hands and knees or child's pose. Walk it out. Good. Then bend your knees, look to your hands, make your way to the top of the mat. We'll take that all on the other side, and then I'll hand it over to Helen. Inhale, reach all the way up overhead, high mountain. And then this time, exhale, we'll eagle the arms, left arm on top, hug or high five. Good, and then find your seat. Beautiful. And now, if you want to take that balance, you can come onto your left tippy toes or left knee to chest, cross your thighs. Good. Kickstand or tuck the left toes. Can you sit a little bit lower as you keep the wings high? 2 more breaths. All right, keep those eagle wings. Unwind your left leg back up. Inhale. And then exhale, you'll kick it straight back. Beautiful. Taking more flight here in a different way. Eagle warrior 3. 1 more big breath in, left toes point down, and then exhale, left toes land down. Yes. Take some more width up on your mat. Find that proud eagle warrior to lift the wings high. And then when you're ready, any amount, you'll start to take that bow into humble eagle warrior. Release the head, relax the jaw. Effort in the legs, but ease in the upper body. Okay, friends, keep those eagle arms. Lift yourself back up. Actually, release. Let's release the eagle arms. Inhale, warrior 1. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right leg goes up in space. You can bend your knees. Scorpion, take any movements there on the right side. And then we'll find that half pigeon here, right? Your right knee behind your right wrist. Lower your left knee down. All right, and then any form of your pigeon here that you need for 3 breaths. Inhale, lift your chest, come back onto your hands. Exhale, 3-legged dog. We'll send your right leg all the way back up. And then exhale, downward facing dog.
Awesome. From here, we're going to bend our knees, look forward to your hands. As you exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Lift halfway, find some length, big breath in. Exhale, fold, relax it all down. Inhale, rise up, reach up, fill up. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Sit into your chair pose, find some depth in your legs. Arms can reach high. We're gonna play with a little drinking bird. Sweep your hands back, lift your heels, try to balance on your tippy toes. It's okay if your heels come down. If you'd like, you can bend your knees a little deeper, bring belly to thighs, keep your chest open and lifted. Option 1, you stay. Option 2, we're coming to a forward fold. You can release your heels, your hands whenever. Option 3, if you wanna play with crow pose, hands down, knees to triceps. Shift forward into your fingers, look forward. You go in the direction that you're looking and play with floating your feet. Couple more breaths. Yes, nice. 1 more big inhale. We'll meet forward fold as you exhale. Relax your hands, head and neck down. Lift halfway, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Bring your feet a little wider so they're almost as wide as your mat, at least wider than your hips. Take that halfway lift 1 more time, big breath in. As you exhale, bend your right knee a lot, right fingertips or palm below your face, left arm to the sky. Imagine you could draw your left hip back. Maybe you roll your wrist. Maybe draw some circles with your arms, big, small, get into your shoulder. Awesome, 1 more breath in. Exhale, release, and we'll switch sides. Take a halfway lift, inhale. This time, exhale, bend your left knee, left fingers below your face, right arm to the sky. Find that stretch, long spine. You can stay or add some movement, rolling your wrists in both directions, taking circles, big or small, with your arm. Nice, 1 more big breath in. And release, hands down. Keep your feet wide, heels in, toes out. Sit down into a squat malasana, hands to your heart, and just as low as your body allows. Lengthen through your spine, open up through your chest. Beautiful, breathe here. Find that space wherever you feel like you need it. Send breath there. One more big inhale. Exhale, we're gonna come down to a seat on your mat. Bum down, you can take a hand behind you to guide you there. Soles of your feet together, knees out wide for a little cobblers or butterfly. Not really a bird, but has wings. Lift your heart as you breathe in, and then hinge forward as you breathe out. And you can take this with more of a flat back, or you can relax your head and neck if that feels good. Maybe hands out in front, or massage your feet. Show yourself a little love. Keep breathing nice, full, steady breaths. And slowly lift yourself back up. Draw your knees together for your boat pose again. Lean back, engage your core. Hands can always come behind you or behind your knees. Float your feet. If you want more, arms wide. If you want a lot more, arms to the sky. Sometimes we'll get dogs running through the class. It's all good. We'll breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Feet down, hands behind you. Windshield wiper your knees right and left. Release through your hip flexor. Come to stillness. Extend your right leg out in front. Let your left knee fall to the side like you're taking a tree pose. Take a breath in, arms to the sky. As you exhale, lean forward over your right leg. So option is to stay more belly over thigh, or if you prefer, you can take your right hand inside, left arm up and over, so it's more of a side bend, just whatever feels best in your body today. There's our doggy friend. And let breath fill those spaces that need it. Whatever's talking to you, imagine you have nostrils there and can breathe in and open up. Gently lift yourself back up. Take your left hand behind you, right arm to the sky. Option to simply reach or to take a little mild thing. Press into your left hand, left knee, and your right foot. Lift your hips. A little counter stretch here. Slowly release yourself down. We're going to take a little variation on a heron pose. So bend your right knee, left knee is going to stay out to the side. Hands will come underneath your right foot, and you can start to lift it out in front. If you've got the space, you might extend your leg straight. Don't force it. And you can stay here. If you want to take it to a twist, left hand comes over the top to the outer edge of your foot. Right hand can reach behind you or touch the ground. Yeah. One more breath. Slowly release back to center. Let go of your foot. We're going to swap out legs. So left leg extends, right knee out to the side. Both hands high, big breath in. Lean forward over your extended leg as you breathe out. Stay, or again, option to take that into a side bend. Left hand inside, right arm up and over if that feels nice or better. And each side is different, so you might find that you want to take a different variation than the first. One more breath. Gently lift yourself up. Bring your right hand behind you, left hand high. You can stay with your hips on the ground or press and lift. Find that counter stretch. And slowly release back down. Right knee stays. We're going to bend left knee, foot on the ground. Hands come below your left foot. And you can start to lift your foot, stay really tall through your spine, maybe extend without forcing it, maybe find that twist, right hand to the outer edge of your foot, left hand behind you to your mat or straight back. Amazing. Keep breathing. Slowly come back to center, release. We're gonna make our way to tabletop, hands and knees, however you wanna get there. Roll over your feet, swing your legs behind you. Spread your fingertips. 3 rounds of cow and cat. Inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, send your heart forward. Exhale, scoop and round, really press the earth away, chin to chest. Twice more. Breathe in, lengthen, front line of your body. Breathe out, really puff up through the back of your body. One more time. Inhale. and exhale. Come back toward neutral. Bring your knees together so they touch. Extend your right leg straight back behind you like you're stamping your foot into a wall, and your left arm straight out in front. So you've got opposite arm and leg extended. We're gonna inhale here. As you exhale, you're gonna bend your elbow knee out to the sides. So it kind of got you like you've got a little funky broken wing, yeah. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take it out to the side. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. Back to extension. Release just your hand. Take your right foot behind you to the left. Peek over your left shoulder. Yeah, we'll take a little stretch through your side. You can stay or bring your right hand to the top left corner of your mat, kind of extending that even more through your side. Beautiful. Bring your hand back to center if you moved it. Take your right foot behind you and then all the way to your right, so it's off your mat in line with your left knee. We're gonna rise to standing for a gate pose. Right hand down your right leg, left arm sweeps up and over, a little side bend toward your extended leg. So good. You can stay or take your left hand behind your head, elbow lifts, maybe a little lean back. Keep breathing. Slowly release, hands back to your mat. Keep your leg to the side and just find some gentle rocks forward and back. Getting into your hip and inner thighs. I feel it in my knee, so I don't go too far. Find the position and movement that feels nice. Now we're going to take this to a thread. And we'll slowly unwind. Did I get you? Unwind, left arm to the sky. Release your hand, replace your knee, and take a little wiggle side to side. We'll do that whole same thing to the other side, so if I forget something, you guys can help me. Left leg behind you, right arm out in front. Find your balance. And then as you exhale, elbow and knee to the sides. A little bend, yes, 2 more. Inhale to reach, extend, super strong core and back. Exhale to bend out. 1 more, breathe in. And breathe it out. Find your extension, inhale. Lower just your hand as you exhale, cross your foot behind you to your right. Peek over your right shoulder. You can take your left hand to the top right corner of your mat to extend that stretch through your side body. Really breathe into your waist and your outer hip. Nice, replace your hand, extend your leg behind you, breathe in. Take it out to your left as you breathe out. Rise to standing onto your knee. Reach your hands high, breathe in. Take your gate pose, left hand down your left leg, right arm up and over. And same option to stay or left hand behind your head. You can lean back or right hand behind your head. There you go. And then slowly release it down. A little rock forward and back. Find some movement here. Wherever you can breathe space and openness. So good. And then into your thread the needle. Right arm reaches high. Thread toward your left. Drop your shoulder, your head. Left hand wherever it feels good, wherever you can find some stability. Or if you wanted to play, left leg can extend behind you. Try to ground your left palm for support and stability.
Nice. We got to tuck, we got to roll.
We got to tuck and roll, the best. Have fun with it, play. When you've had enough, release your foot back down. Unthread, out and up. Replace hand and knee and find a little bit of a wiggle, side to side. We'll step back to a high plank upper push-up. Shift forward, inhale. Lower to your belly, exhale slowly. Sphinx pose, forearms come out in front, elbows right below your shoulders. Arms make like a number 11, so you can lift your chest. So you can stay here. If you want to take this into more of a seal, you can lift your elbows. Maybe that helps to turn your hands out. If you're feeling this in your low back, lower back down. you're lifted, we'll lower. And we're going to take this into a little threaded arm position. Right arm is going to thread underneath you to the left. Left arm on top. Kind of wiggle it below your collarbones and then just relax your head and neck. And we'll all feel this differently, so you decide when it's time to switch your arms. Really breathe into your back body. Doesn't have to be very long. If you haven't yet swapped, swap the crossing, unthread, readjust, other arm on top. Uncross. We're going to take arms out wide. Make sure there's no dog shit next to you. In a T shape, palms flat. We'll start by rolling onto your left hip. So right hand's going to come by your side. Roll onto your left hip. You can relax your head and neck. Right foot can kickstand behind you. And just open into the front of your shoulder. Yeah, beautiful. Pass through center, take it all the way to the other side. Right arm extends, roll onto your right hip. Kickstand, adjust your left however you need. And as your sides feel even, bring yourself back to center. Press to a child's pose, hips to heels. That might be knees together or knees wide, arms out in front or arms wrapped around your legs, whatever feels the most natural and comfortable. And imagine you can send breath into the back of your heart, between your shoulder blades, puffing up the back of your lungs, giving yourself a little love, sharing that love and compassion to anyone who needs it. Our friend Samantha and her family, anyone else going through something right now. Know that you're supported by this community, we're supporting others, and we're all in this together. You can gently lift yourself back up to a tabletop. We're going to come to a kneeling position, so you're standing on your knees. I like my toes tucked under for support. You might prefer to be on the tops of your feet, whatever feels good. We'll take arms wide, our eagle arms one more time. Right arm below your left. You can give yourself a hug or connect your palms. And then find some movement here. Circle up and down, let it be weird. A space that feels good you can hold or stay. I find like a back cracking at some point. Mm-hmm. And as you're ready, swap the arms, other arm on top. Give yourself a hug or connect your palms. Move it around however you like. So good. You can release back to neutral. Let your hands be by your sides. Shrug your shoulders up, back, and down a few times. Feel all that crunchiness. And then hands to back pockets. Hug your elbows in. Lift your heart. A little camel pose. This might be it. Don't force it. Lift your heart. Maybe lift your gaze. If you want and you've got the space, hands can come to your heels, one or both. Keep pressing your hips forward. Keep lifting through your heart. Beautiful. Keep breathing into the shape that makes the most sense for you right here, right now. One more breath. Slowly release it out. And then whatever counter shape you like. That might be a child's pose. I like to interlace my fingers, press my hands forward, and kind of wiggle back. You explore movement. Another doggy friend. We need one to go right through the middle.
And then when you're ready, next time.
Yeah.
They need to be motivated.
And then that's a good idea. We'll bring treats. When you're ready, we're going to come onto our bums again, legs out in front for a seat. Knees can be bent, legs can be straight. Take them as wide as you like. Lift your heart, breathe in. Fold forward over both legs as you breathe out. Paschimottanasana. Let your head and neck relax. All the stuff that we kind of throw behind us that we don't want to deal with. Breathe into it. Notice what comes up. And slowly lift your chest. We're going to come onto our back, so feel free to get there however you like. Scooch it forward, roll it down. When you arrive, you might bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a little squeeze and a little rock side to side. Some circles in the sky if you like, with your kneecaps, both directions. And then let your knees fall to one side for a spinal twist. Doesn't matter which direction you start. You can turn your gaze to look the opposite direction. Gently pass through center, take your knees all the way to the other side. Any reset or movement you like in between sides is totally great. Head looks the opposite way of your legs, if that's okay on your neck. And as your sides feel even, back to center. Find a happy baby, knees toward your outer ribs or armpits. Lengthen your tailbone down. You might rock it side to side or start to extend one or both legs, a little ninja baby. And then just notice here what else your body is craving, what else it's asking for. Give yourself permission to take any last shapes, any last movements, so that you can relax comfortably in stillness when we find our final Shavasana. You've got some time. If there's nothing, you can just get cozy and comfortable. If you do something on one side, even out it on the other. Even it out on the other side. Yeah, and then when you're ready to find final rest, if you're not yet there, let yourself get comfortable and feel supported, held by the earth below, by this community around you, both in person and virtual. Those who have practiced before us and those who will practice after us, united in this beautiful practice of union, connection. You can let your breath get light and natural once more if it's not already there. And just give yourself permission to be present with whatever comes up. Meet the moment with observation, with acceptance and non-judgment. And really give yourself permission to simply be. Bring your awareness back to your breath. And add in any little movements, wiggle fingers, toes, wrists and ankles. You can extend your arms up over your head, full body stretch. And with your eyes closed or soft, gently find your way up to a comfortable seat. We'll pause here for a moment, palms together in front of your heart. Thank yourself for making the time to move, to breathe, to be present. I thank you all for joining us, for your support of Samantha and her family. If you have the means and are able to donate, let's lift her up, help her recover. Jany, anything you want to add?
No, that was beautiful.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll gently bow our heads together in silence to close our practice. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to hit end on the live stream. Thank you for being here if anyone joined us. And then we can chit chat.